Hello students, in today's lab we are going to perform this practical which says to determine the chloride ion present in the given water sample by simple titration method. We call this method as argentometric method or Mohr's method. For this experiment we need the apparatus burette, conical flask, pipette, clamp, withstand, beaker, funnel. Chemicals required here are silver nitrate N by 50 we are taking, potassium chromate as indicator and water sample 1 and 2. The theory behind this practical is silver nitrate reacts with the chloride ions in the solution to give silver chloride which precipitates out in the reaction mixture. The reaction is shown over here, but in this process the end point is not clear, hence we use potassium chromate as indicator. When all the chloride ions are consumed in the water sample, chromate ion will combine with the free silver ions to give reddish brown PPTs. So the reaction will be like this. Silver ions, chromate ions are giving silver chromate. The chromate ions do not combine with the silver ions until all the chloride ions are consumed, because KSP for the silver chromate exceeds for the silver chloride in the presence of excess of Ag plus ions. The pH of the solution must be maintained at 7 to 8, otherwise silver hydroxide will be formed at higher pH. So we can use any buffer to maintain this pH, otherwise the pH of the solution will remain within this range only. The procedure and experimental setup is like this. We have to take silver nitrate in burette and water sample in which we want to find out the amount of chloride ions, 50 ml, into the conical flask, and 2 to 3 drops of indicator we have to use. In the observation we have titration 1, titrate here is silver nitrate, titrant is water sample 1, indicator is potassium chromate. You have to measure the pH, you will note it down over here. The table will be like this. You have to take at least 3 concordant reading, 1 to 3. The volume of the water sample taken was 50 ml each time. Initial burette reading, final burette reading. The difference of initial and final burette reading will give you the volume used to titrate the given water sample. Titration 2 will also be proceed in the similar manner. Again silver nitrate is a titrate and titrant is water sample 2. In the water sample 2 we have taken NaCl solution. Potassium chromate is the indicator again, and the pH you will measure, and similar way 3 concordant readings are needed. In the calculations apply the normality equation, EgNO3 one side and water sample on the other side. So N1V1 is equal to N2V2. N1 is N by 50 over here, V1 is the volume which is coming out from your table. So you have to perform these calculations twice for both the titrations individually. V2 is the volume of the water sample. We have taken 50 ml in both the cases. N2 will be the normality of water samples. In both the cases it will come out to be different. Strength of chloride ions will be given by normality, this normality of the water sample multiplied by the equivalent weight of the chloride ions in grams per liter. So let's say it is equal to Y grams per liter. If I multiply this Y grams per liter with 1000, it will be converted to milligrams per liter or parts per million.